Today we're going to customize all 3 Spider-Man and hope they appear in the movie. Let's go! What's up guys, ZW here, and today we have 3 Hot Toys Spider-Man figurines. Well, not all, there's one knockoff. Can you tell which one? Good. This one is from China, obviously, and it's a cheap bootleg that serves as decent spare parts. These two were from local collectors, and Tobey Spider-Man is the oldest. It has the most flaws in terms of aging, so this one will be the best one to start with. Andrew Spider doesn't come with a head sculpt, unlike the first version, so I had to buy an unpainted recast of that head sculpt to paint. But before that, we need to attach the head because it's not possible yet. The only way I can think of is to cut the fabric. Relax, I am the one destroying the figure, not you. I'm sure we are all curious to see what's underneath, and now we know. It looks like a black body below. I want to have the option to put on the masked head again, so let me glue the loose fabric. Make sure to tuck them all under, and it looks okay, I guess. Now the head sculpt. Well, they're all recast, 2 from Hot Toys, and the Tobey Maguire's head. I don't know the original artist, but it's really well done. It's nice that they are all casted in beige color, so that saves us 2 steps, which is priming and base coat. We can go straight to blushes with this transparent red. Okay, you caught me. I don't know what I'm doing. People kept asking me for a tutorial, but I'm always like, seriously, you want to learn how to fail? Well, if you are like me, you gotta make sure to have some cotton buds nearby to fix your mistakes. I'll spring at 20 psi and I'm changing to 10 so as to imitate the various pores and imperfections on a human face. Now we're gonna cover it up with some brown. Spray it around the same areas you did for the red, and similarly, we're gonna do some squirting on the face, but try not to overdo it or you will leave some nasty stains behind. Alright, let's take a break and see what we have for Tobey. The outfit has faded, it's not blue anymore, it's fucking grey. The fabric is thinning and it has holes. I don't know how to fix it, so a little trial and error first. I painted with transparent blue paint and it looks like shit. So I switched to oil pastels. Applying it directly on the outfit feels too strong, so I used it with a brush which felt too weak. So I used my fingers instead, and it worked better. It's still patchy, but at least it's blue, right? Okay Tobey, spread your legs so I can finger you. Ta-da! It was a dirty and messy process with barely satisfactory results. My hands became blue, the red cloth caught some blue and turned purple, even the silver webbings got some blue as well. But with a little alcohol, the paint can be removed from the webbings, even the spider at the back, but not the cloth, unfortunately. It's fine, let's give Tobey the unmasked treatment as well. So it's the same black body underneath. If you remember, the head sculpt that we have for Tobey has a neck, so we gotta remove the neck. But it's too tight. A little blow with the heat gun should technically make it softer and easier. Be right back. Alright, here we are. A little test fit and it looks decent, so let's continue painting. We already did a layer of brown, but here's another brown called burnt umber. It gives the head a little suntan feel that we can apply to the areas that are meant to be darker, like the hairlines, inside his ears, behind the ear, and below all his features. And of course, some transparent black, which is called smoke, that we can use to imitate the shadows around the same areas. Now, adding a little solid black to the smoke, and we can use that to draw the eyebrows. Some sculpts have their eyebrows sculpted, so that's easier to paint, but for Tom, we gotta refer to his photo and draw them ourselves. For Tobey and Andrew, we can just follow the sculpted brows and apply the black accordingly. For the eyeballs, we use a little grey to cover the area, and while we wait for the paint to dry, it's time to dismantle the knockoff Iron Spider. Why dismantle? Well, if you have not already noticed, it's not proportional. The cheap body they used is kinda oversized, making the neck area really fat, and it's overall not a good body. The suit is okay, it's shiny but not metallic. One of his holes is missing a plug, but we're not gonna need it. I have this body here, which is an Asian body closest to Tom Holland's physique, and I'm gonna swap the outfit over. I've done this before in my fat Spider-Net video a long time ago. If you're feeling the spider hype, do head over and watch how horrible my videos were a few months ago. But yeah, basically there are some threads here that you can remove. Just cut the stitchings off the back, remove the fit from the body, and you can bend him over to remove the pants, and it's out. I tried wearing the outfit fit first, but it doesn't work, so I started again from the top, and after folding his legs as close as I could towards his stomach, I managed to squeeze him back into the suit. A few pokes here and there, and it's secured. Okay, welcome back to Painting 101. For the outline of the iris, I used a little brown to mark out the area. It helps to just dab a small amount of paint around spot that you think the irises are, then slowly expand the circle. Don't be afraid to make mistakes, cause you can always remove the paint with some cotton buds. And even if this first layer isn't perfect, you can expand the circle with the next layer, which is the color of the iris. Brown for Tom and Andrew, and blue for Toby. Black for the pupil and eyelashes, red for the insides of the eyes, and a mixture of brown and purple for the lips and the rest of the head. Of course, this will take a lot of layers to achieve, so you gotta go over them until you're happy with the colors. Now the hair. I'm so happy that all of them have the same color, which is brown. So similarly, you go in thin and watery, then you build up the layers until each of them are dry. Now with the super duper thin brush by Tamya, we can go into details of the hair, and we are almost done. The last step will be to gloss the eyes and some of the areas that has facial oils, like the T-zone of the face. But that's not all. For Iron Spider, I want to keep him permanently unmasked, so I want to cut the neck off. By now we are all experts at neck cutting, right? But this Iron Spider is different because he has claws at the back, and they need holes to attach to the body. Regular snipping doesn't cut it, cause it's just too deep. So we gotta bring out the big guns, a Dremel. Speed 1 was too weak, it just kept getting stuck in the hole. So after speeding it up a little, it just went through and inserted itself into the hole like it belonged. A little test fit shows that the hole is not deep enough, so more drilling until satisfaction has been achieved. I forgot to paint the fringe that came separately with Tom's head sculpt, so there's a glaring gap in front. Thankfully, I have some brown hair laying around, not mine, mine's black. But this curly brown hair would serve well as Tom's fringe. Just a little glue, a toothpick to push them into place, more hair, and some gloss to make sure it stays in shape, and we are done. Wow, it's been a while since I've painted 1/6 scale head sculpts, and this was quite refreshing. I really like the fringe because it gives a natural look to it, and I like Toby's head the most because his features are really sharp. I can always go back with a masked head if I wanted to, so that's a plus. The bootleg Iron Spider outfit is really subpar, but overall it's just nice to see all three of them together with their heads. Here are some customs that I've done, and stay tuned for more. Goodbye.